Hello students, and welcome to our unit on Islam. Our essential question: what is the relationship between a geography and the development of a civilization? You're going to utilize map skills, compare and contrast as well. The big idea is changing continuity. How cultures maintain continuity that establishes its individuality, yet change or adapt to enable sustained growth and longevity. I'm going to have you think back to the Maya, Aztec, Inca, the Americas unit that we discussed early on in the semester, looking at its geographical adaptations and religious practices. To begin with, we're going to take a look at the geography of the Arabian Peninsula, specifically the precipitation map, and I'm going to have you compare that with that of California, the rain levels in California. As you compare and contrast, you're going to keep these things in mind. When you're formatting your similarities and differences, you're going to discuss only the similarities in the first paragraph and only the differences in the next. This format requires careful use of many compare and contrast keywords. In paragraph 1, opening sentence should name the subject and state that they are very similar, very different, or have many important or interesting similarities and differences. You're going to continue in paragraph 1 discussing the similarities only using compare and contrast keywords such as similar to and also for each comparison. Then in paragraph 2, your opening sentence must contain a transition showing you are switching to differences. For example, you're going to perhaps use despite all these similarities, unlike, on the other hand. These things differ in significant ways. After that, I want you to do a brief research on the internet in class for your quick write. You're going to use Keynote or PowerPoint to answer the following question: how does San Diego's climate influence where people live? Where would you choose to live in San Diego and why? Be sure to add an image. Notice I have pulled these visuals of a few of San Diego's neighborhoods: Little Italy, close to downtown, Mission Beach, and the picture here is off of the shores of La Jolla. This should be a fun activity and increase your knowledge of the neighborhoods around National City or within San Diego County. Very next thing that we'll take a look at is your daily oral fluency for Islam. The Arabian Peninsula, located in the Middle East, served as a land bridge between Africa, Asia, and Europe. Caravans of traders passed through the peninsula despite the extreme desert heat and lack of water resources. People learned to survive in the region, and nomads raised animals and traveled from place to place in search of water resources. Let's jump back to the vocabulary that you'll interact with. Your 7-up words for the week: Islam, nomad, sedentary, Arabian Peninsula, irrigation, caravan, oasis, Bedouin. At the end of the class on Monday, what you'll do, or Tuesday, depending on which day you have class, we're also going to look at a brief video that gives you an overall view of the geography of Islam. By the end of the class period, I will go over with you, before you leave, your homework. You're going to comment on a graded discussion thread in Canvas about what you would propose to solve the drought problem in the region permanently. What would you do, and how could you influence the drought problem in San Diego? Whether that be taking shorter showers, limiting the time that you brush your teeth. Those are the things that I want you to start to think about as we start to explore a little bit more about the geography, comparing and contrasting the precipitation or lack thereof in both California and what we're studying in Islam. So we're going to have a great week.